Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Journeyman Career Mode, and we have moved to France. We have PSG. Now, this will hopefully be just the one-season challenge. By the time we get to the end of this season, it should be the 2034 World Cup, possibly, or maybe another season. I'm not too sure. If it is another season, we'll try and find a new job, providing we win the title this season. But if not, we'll just progress along, and we'll wrap this series up with the 2034 World Cup. Hopefully, Iceland are in it. So let's jump into it. I'm sure the board's got some decent objectives for us, and of course we want to try and bring Tremblay across, so we need some cash. All right, objective wise, sign 2 players younger than 20. That's low. Critical, replace 3 players, and within 3 seasons sign 4 of the best players in the world. Well, geez, that's a PSG objective. Win the cup, win the title, win the cup, and sign 3 crucial players and make a profit of 127.5 million. Geez, the board don't ask for much. But let's jump in and see if we can keep these bastards happy. Right, we get our man Tremblay. I sent Mbappe at 150 million to Real Madrid. At 34, he's going to be declining, but he gets his move finally to Real Madrid. And we bring in the 28-year-old now, Alex Tremblay, to lead the front line. We definitely need some more reinforcements. Well, we've just spent a lot of our cash, so we need to get rid of some of these players, but unfortunately the squad is small. So yeah, we'll have to see what we can do here about reinvesting money, and yeah, I'm not too sure how we're going to play this one out. It's a little bit dicey. Right, next signing through the door is from the free agency list. A Portuguese centre-forward left winger, 88 rated at 18 years of age, so we should have a decent ceiling. And if we can get or change over to a right winger, that should set us up nicely across the front line. And then we'll see what we can do about the rest of this squad. Right, we did a swap deal and brought in Thorbjorn Hansen so we can try and develop him a bit more. Left back's obviously been a contentious position for Iceland. Up to 78 now, though, and hopefully we can get a bit more work into him. We are getting a little bit of movement on some of our transfer works, but I'm going to have to dip into the free agent list to try and bolster this squad a little bit more, I think. Next man through the door, Ralf Schmitz from Germany. We paid 80 million from Newcastle United. Yeah, we are dropping the biscuits on players here at the moment and not really getting our values worth. Yeah, we're a little bit short now. I may have overreached. Uh-oh. Right, we've got a bit of an upgrade now at centre-back in Richter, German, 6'1". Cost me 50 million from lease, but yeah, with the changes and getting rid of some of these older players, we need to invest in youngsters. He's only 19, so hopefully some decent growth there. We've sold Frankie de Jong as well, so yeah, we need to keep moving. Right, next man through the door is Pascal Robin. He is from France. He's only 5'11", and I kind of get the feeling I do want to move him out to left back. We'll see how that pans out. Right, he's only 28 as well. Yeah. It's thin. We've only got 1 reserve at the moment. I need some players. Right, we've got a signing from the free agents from a Colombian with a headband. Cabezas, 78 rated and only 19 years of age. I'm just looking for some young sort of, you know, mid to high 70s that can sort of fill us out a little bit, because we don't have a lot of money to play with, and really we've dropped a fair bit in our overall ratings. So yeah, these boys are going to have to live up and hope that they can get the job done. Next man through the door, William Gregory from England, 21 years of age, 77 rated, and just, you know, going with the process of just trying to fill out this bench a little bit more. I'm going to try and get rid of Isak. He is 33. Valverde, 35. He's going to drop. We're not really going to be able to cash in because he's so old. We'll see what we can do. We need to generate some funds so we can try and bring in a couple more big name players. Right, we bring in another Englishman, left wing, left mid striker, 76 rated, 17 years of age. Looks like he's got some good pace about him. Left-footed. Maybe we'll try and convert one to a right and play that inverted role. Just building some bench cover. Right, we spent some big money, 100 million on Anderson from Real Madrid. I just needed someone, and basically no one was available. But that definitely helps and strengthen our backline a little bit more. But we're pretty much out of cash unless something crazy happens. But can we get rid of Isak? Right, I brought in another winger, Pinto, free agent. I mean, wingers generally will get a bit of growth out of them, and at least we can try and sell them off to get some cash. But it also gives us a bit of depth. It's off the free agency list, and it's about the best we can do here at the moment. I've only got about 30 million in the budget, so I don't know what else we're going to be able to do before this transfer window shuts. Right, a little bit of swapsies with Fulham. Brings in Santana. I had too many centre-backs. Although in saying that, we've now only got Palmer, but we can rectify that. Only 19, 5'5", and Spanish. So hopefully depth. That's all we're building here at the moment now is depth. And seeing if I can possibly get a little bit of money to bring in a right back. I think we'll hold Donnarumma. Can't see us getting a better keeper than that at the moment. I would like another midfielder that's, up around the 80, 85 mark, but I don't think we've got the cash. Right, Sabaya is gone and George is in. 40 million from Montpellier, 21 years of age from England. So I'll build a bit of an English squad here in France. And, an 80 for an 80, but he's only 21, so hopefully he's got some growth in him. And what is he? Right-footed. So Schmitty's left. So we can go Schmitty to left back. Maybe try and bring Robben into the midfield. We'll see what we can do. Next man through the door, Mikel Anderson, an Icelandic centre-back, only 19 years of age, but it gives us an opportunity to develop him for the next World Cup, possibly if he is needed. It's a little bit of a struggle thinking about, how much we can get them to grow in a season and a half. But if he gets some minutes and we get some training into him, he might be eligible for that World Cup squad. Right, Villa made a move to Chelsea, so we went and picked him up. 110 million. It was pretty much the entirety of our budget, but with Valverde leaving, I needed someone to strengthen up the midfield. So probably a decent purchase in my eyes. We're still a little bit underdone compared to what we've done at Real Madrid, but it's our first season and there wasn't a lot to play with. Right, and finally the transfer window is shut. That was a very long-winded one. Tremblay comes in for Mbappe and 150 million. Gomez comes in on a free. Truffert leaves for 71.4 to Sevilla. Hansen comes in for a straight swap for Caicedo and 250 grand. Militao leaves for 40. Aziz leaves for 32.6. Schmitz comes in for 80. De Jong leaves for 54. I mean, they're all 35, 36. You're not cashing in on the money that we would like for even their rating. Richter comes in for 50 million. Marchetti leaves for 18.8. Gil Victor leaves for 9.4. Robin comes in for 40.5 million. Cabrezas comes in on a free, as well as Johnson and Gregory. Bianchi leaves for 35.8. Anderson comes in for 105.3. Pinto comes in on a free. Isak leaves for 33. John leaves for 17.5. Santana comes in for 7.7 plus Bamba going the other way. Sabe leaves for 20.1. George comes in for 40.4 million. Anderson comes in for 5 million. Michel leaves on loan. Valverde left for 70.8 million. 35. I mean, he's going to drop to probably 88, 87 pretty quickly, and we wouldn't even get that kind of cash. Villa comes in for 110 million, and that's our transfer window. Right, so heading into the season, I mean, the front's looking pretty decent. Gomez, Tremblay, and Orr. We've got Villa. Schmitz needs to get converting pretty quickly. We've kept Verbanic, 28. Give him the captain's armband, I guess. Robin, we're trying to convert now to a left back if possible. Richter, Anderson, George. Kept Donnarumma and some 70s along the bench. 3 in reserve. It's a small squad, but hopefully it's enough for here, the French league. Well, let's take a look at the Champions League. Gil Vincente are in Group A with Ajax and Club Bruges, and they've suffered straight away. What else have we got going on here? Real Madrid are in Group C, started the campaign well. And what else have we got? What else have we got? PSG, we are in Group H. So Fiorentina haven't made the Champions League. Ouch. Right then, we are in to the 1st of January. Let's check in on the Champions League. Gil Vincente finished top of Group A over Barcelona. Real Madrid finished top of their group. Of course, Fiorentina not in this one. And we finish top of Group H. Through to the round of 16 where we've got Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Gil Vicente have Copenhagen. As for the league standings, we're doing pretty well. 6 points clear at the moment, so I can't see many changes here in this transfer window. We're just pushing on. Right, only the one piece of business here in January. Parma shipped out to Luton for 1.2. I've only got about 6 million in the kitty, and there's nothing really we can do about it. So we're in a good position. Let's see how we get on in the second half of the season. Right, round of 16. Gil Vicente knocks out Copenhagen 5-2, the aggregate score there. We knock out Barcelona 6-3, and Real Madrid beat Bayern Munich 4-2. Quarterfinals, we've got Real Madrid. Holy dooly. Gil Vicente with Leverkusen. All right, we go through on penalties against Real Madrid, and Gil Vicente went through on penalties against Bayer Leverkusen, and we've drawn them in the semis. And look who's on the other end, Juventus. Tell me something's not programmed in here that just says PSG and Juventus needs to play every Champions League final. Oh, God. They're offering us the job back at Real Madrid. I wonder why. Right, it is PSG and Juventus in the Champions League final. We went through 4-3 on aggregate. Marseille taken out by the Italians. And it's another Champions League final, PSG, Juventus. Right, it does want the squad submission for the next World Cup. So, let's have a look at how this squad is coming about. Magnussen 92 and Hansen 86. I'm only going to take 2 keepers. Magnussen 89, Jensen 89, Anderson 89, Anderson 88. So centre-back wise, we are pretty sweet. We probably don't need a 4th centre-back. I'm probably only going to play with 2 to be fair. So Olsen can come out. It's just all centre-backs. We'll throw Pedersen in for now. All right, what else have we got going on here? At right back, Sigurd Hansen. At left back, Bjorn Hansen at 81 now, so that's respectable. Then we've got a lot of central attacking midfielders in Pedersen and Magnussen. Not something that we really play with in our formations, but maybe we can adapt to utilize their services. Olsen at an 81, so it's all cams. Not a lot of midfielders, unfortunately. Magnussen, Pedersen 70 rated. We've got Ivan Magnussen, 91 rated striker now, and Bjorn Hansen 89. So we could play 2 strikers, 2 cams, and 4 at the back. Oh, and then see what else we can do here, because we've got a couple of wingers. Right, we are going into the final game of the season, but we've absolutely dominated this league, which I thought we might. It usually happens. But we are in that Champions League final, so I think I'll play the Champions League final in this one. We know we've lifted the cup. We can look for a new job. It's probably not worth it. We're going into a World Cup, I believe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Champions League final, PSG and Juventus. We did sell Militao to them, but I think we're looking pretty good. Tremblay's hit a 97. Whoa, get in. Gomez, that was a good pickup, 90 rated. Oz hit a 90 as well. Don't forget, he was a striker, so we've moved him to the wing. Yeah, even Hansen up to an 81. Anderson 88. Donnarumma's starting to drop now. He is 35. But let's see if we can get the lads a Champions League trophy. All right, there he is. Big Alex Tremblay. Would love a Champions League title to his name. I don't think he's got one. Yeah, PSG, Juventus, and probably our final club before this next World Cup. So let's get into this one. Let's finish this journeyman off properly. Bobanic. Schmidt. Finds Villa. Plays it off. Gomez. Gets the run in. Hansen. Gomez. Shot block. Tremblay. Oh, unlucky. George. Schmidt. Back for George. Inside. Villa. Tried to find Tremblay. It's, as you'd expected, a tight Champions League final. Pressure being applied by PSG. George pushes his way forward. Brings it inside. Tremblay. That's the touch. It's picked out. Schmitz. Not wide. George. Brings it inside now. Here's Tremblay. Lay this one off. Bobanic. Finds Tremblay. Shot blocked. Militao. Good from Schmitz. Oh, there's a tackle though. Anderson. Wrecked up. Quick touch on. Here's Gomez. We get across here into the box. Oh, he's gone deep. Oh, Bruno makes the save. Nearly half time. It's still 0-0. The free-flowing game we thought we might see. It's been an absolute midfield battle. Suarez up the wing. Good from Orr. Anderson. Wrecked up. Poor pass. And we are deep in injury time. In the first half, they pushed forward. Richter did well. And cleared out. And there is the whistle. 0-0 half-time. Who's going to break this one open? Big Anderson. Is it inside? Schmitz. Pressure coming. Anderson keeps the run going. Now lays it off. George. Sprint his way forward. Drops it in deep. Who's there? No one. Schmitz gets the head up. Finds Orr. Oh, good save. Corner for PSG. Oh, look out! Kovacic gets through. Juve have the lead, 1-0. Oh, dear. They found some space at the back, pulled our defence apart, and Juventus breaks the deadlock. It's 1-0. And PSG with all the work to do now. Just completely pulled out of position. And Donnarumma couldn't get across quick enough. Probably some aging legs these days. 1-0. George. Gomez. Villa. Out wide. George kept on running. Come on, Tremblay. Oh, what a save! Well, there's the whistle. It's a fucking defeat to Juventus. We just couldn't get enough of the ball. And Juve are the Champions League winners. Jesus Christ. That was a game and a half. We just didn't have enough fluency. I don't know if it was the formation wasn't working. There's just not enough run and push from the midfield. And unfortunately, we aren't the champions of Europe. It's Juventus. Oh well, I'm not watching this trophy celebration. Let's get to that World Cup. Bloody hell, we had possession, 12 shots to 4. Rough. Yeah. Tremblay, 4 shots. The shot accuracy of 25%. He didn't get any really good looks. And we didn't make any subs. Right then, let's do the final squad report. Donnarumma down 1 to a 91. Michelle on loan up 1 to an 81. Hansen up 3 to an 81. That's some good growth. Anderson up 3 to an 88. Richter up 4 to an 86. Robin up 4 to an 85. Anderson up 2 to a 74. George up 4 to an 84. McCon down 6 to a 70. He's retiring. Schmitz up 3 to an 85. Villa up 1 to an 88. Verbanic up 1 to an 83. Santana up 2 to a 78. Fuchs up 1 to a 79. He's going to Newcastle. Gomez up 2 to a 90. Pinto up 2 to a 76. Cabriz is up 3, should I say, to an 81. Or up 2 to a 90. Johnson up 4 to an 80. Tremblay up 1 to a 97. Gregory up 3 to an 80. Very small squad, only 21 players. All right, let's have a look here. Tremblay with 18 goals. Wasn't the top goal scorer. Gomez got 18 as well. Verbanic 13 from the midfield. And, yeah, no Orr there. Assist-wise, Verbanic with 7. Gomez with 7. Rightio. And clean sheets, Donnarumma with 10. Right, Fiorentina on top. So they'll be back in the Champions League next season. Good to see. Gil Vincente smashing the Portuguese league. Real Madrid win by 3 points. Nice. And it's once again the middle of the season. But Inter Miami falling away now. Right, we did win the Coupe Nationale 2-1 over St Etienne. And of course, we lost that Champions League final to Juventus. Europa League won by Dortmund over Man City. And the Conference League won by Monaco over Celtic. And of course, we did win the league. Now, we won't be moving on to a new club because the next episode will be the final episode of the Journeyman Campaign because it's the 2034 World Cup. And the groups have already kicked off. Ireland, Poland, New Zealand, Spain. Now, Spain won it last time, but Ireland have got off to a flyer here. Group B, Qatar, Sweden, Canada, and Belgium. Group C, Netherlands, Finland, Portugal, and Australia. Group D, Northern Ireland, Ghana, Italy, and Brazil. Group E, Austria, France, Morocco, Mexico. And Group F has Norway, Germany, USA, and Denmark. Tremblay still yet to play his first game. We are in Group G with Scotland, China, and Romania. So looks like we might have a chance to push through this group. I think Scotland might be a little bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. Group H, Argentina, England, Czech Republic, and Croatia. So what we'll do is the same format as we did the last World Cup. I will simulate through the group stages. I dare say we've got a squad good enough to get through, and then we will play our way, maybe not the round of 16, maybe quarter, semi, and see if we can lift the cup, depending how we go. We'll do some sims and wrap this series up properly, but that'll be it. That'll be it for FIFA 23. But thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the videos go live. Make sure you put on that notifications bell. We'll see you next time.